Welcome back to the lab. In this lesson, we're going to be multiplying massive numbers by 2, massive whole numbers by 2. First, get out your trusty deck of cards, and without the jacks, queens, kings, of course, and take out all the cards of one suit. Let's change it up this time. We won't use spades, let's use diamonds. Doesn't matter. And make sure we've got all 10 of them. Because as you know, if you use the digits from 1 to 9 plus 10 is a 0, they all add up to a number that is evenly divisible by 9, so it has a 9's remainder of 0, which means any number you multiply it by will have a 9's remainder of 0, which helps us check. Saves us a step, and you know that. Okay. Now, if you want, just to remind yourself that you're multiplying by 2, get out a 2, put it over in the corner, lay out your 10 cards, and that's what we're going to multiply. Whoa, bad mojo, 2 10s. I must have missed a diamond card. I did, it was the 7. Okay, good mojo. So this number will be 1,289,460,537 times 2. Now the nice thing about this is if you're multiplying this, once I show you how to do it, and we practice it a few times, you don't have to write it down ever. You can just look at it and call off from left to right the answer. Okay, first thing we'll be doing is we're going to be working on this number. We look over to the right. When we double that, will there be a carry? Well, if you double 2, is there a carry? No, double 2 is 4, no carry. So you just multiply this by 2 and write it right there. Then you know this is going to be 4, but you look over and say, is there going to be a carry? Well, think about it. Any number over 5, because 5 times 2 is 10, that has a carry of 1. And any number higher than 5 is going to have a carry. So if this number is 5 or higher, you're going to carry. If it's lower than 5, you're not going to carry. Excuse me. So let's look at this number. It's higher than 5. We're going to carry. So when we double this, we just add 1. Now when we double this, because we've added 1 over here, we don't have to worry about the teen part. This is going to be 16, but the teen part, we already carried up 1. It's going to be 16. The only thing we have to worry about is, look over to the right one. Will we have to carry? Yes, we will. So it's not 16, it's 17. Now when we double this, will we have to carry? No. So we can simply double this without a carry, and we're good. When we double this, will we have to carry when we look over to the right? Yes, it's 5 or higher. We will have to carry. So we double the 4 and carry the 1 from our carry. We'll get 9. Obviously going to be no carry from here because it's a 0. We double 6. We write the 2 from the 12. Now, we normally put 0 here, but we look over to the right. Will we have to carry? Yes, because double 5 is 10. We carry the 1 from the 10 over to here. Double 3, no carry. So we just write the 0 from the 10 over here. When I write 6 here, will I have to carry? Yes, I will, because this is a 7. It's going to be 14. So when I double this, 6, carry the 1. And double this and get the 4 from the 14. Now that's our answer. And of course, do we want to check it? Yeah, well, it was pretty easy, but we should still check it. We know this number is going to multiply out to 0 as a check number. So let's see what we can get rid of here. We can get rid of a 2 and a 7 and a 4 and a 5 and an 8, a 1 and an 8, a 9, 0, a 2 and a 7. We're good. Okay, let's try one more. This time we won't use all of these cards, so we don't know that this will automatically crunch to 0. Just use that many for now. So we will have to check the regular way. 37,594 times 2. Now go along with me, just do this. We won't write anything. We will after we do it once. We could normally say, we'd look over here and we'd see we carry 1, so this will become a 6 with a carry 1, 7. We'd say 70, we could just say it instead of writing the 70,000. 70, and when we look over here, we'd see this is going to be a 4, because we double it. With a carry from the 5 would be 5. So you could just look at this number and start saying 75,000. And you would look here and say, I have to carry the 1 from this 9. This is going to be 0 normally, but I have to carry the 1 from it. So we'd say 75,100. We'd look over here, see that we don't have to do anything. No carry. So just double this, which would be 18. We'd write the 8. So we'd say 180. And the 4 doubled is 8. So actually, when we did this, if we were to do it without writing, we could just look at this and say 75,188. That's kind of impressive when you say to somebody, throw up a number and I'll multiply it by 2. In my head, you can write 60 digits if you like, and you can still do it. It's the same process for all of them. Let's take a few more examples. This time we'll use any old cards, except for the jacks, queens, kings. Let's grab a handful. Now they won't add up to, won't multiply out to 0 necessarily this time. We don't know. But let's just do them without actually writing anything down. We look at this. Well, first, let's get the illions. That's 100,000. It's a million. No, that's the hundreds, thousands, millions, billions. So we've got 10 billions now. The thing is, when you double this, it's going to bump it up 1 into the next column. So you're going to start at the 100 billion, at the 100 billions mark, okay? So let's start calling them off. We double that, say 100, then double this, 30, because we have to carry 31 billion, 259 million, 914,000, 562. Now, I hope you were following along with me as I did that. I did that kind of slow. And let's just double check. Let's write our number so that we can cross it out later. 65 billion 629 million 957,281 times 2. Okay. We called off, we said 130, because this will be 12 plus the 1 carry. 30, 0 plus the 1 carry, 1 billion. 200, because of the, there's no carry. 250, because double that is 4 plus the carry is 5. 9, because double that is 18, plus the carry is 19. Same here. This will be in the teens here, so we have to wait. We can't say this till we know what teen it is. We'll know it's 14 because there's no carry. And this will become a 5 because of the carry. No carry here. Okay, so let's see if we're right. Let's first get rid of our 9s. 5, 5, 6, and 2 adds up to 18. So 5, 5, 6, and 2 adds up to 18, which is has a 9's remainder of 0. So there's nothing left in here besides the 6. 6 times 2 is 12. So 12 crunches to 3. 3 will be our check number. So let's see what we can do here. Get rid of the 9, the 5 and the 4 adds up to 9. The 6, 2, and 1 add up to 9. The 5, 3, and 1 add up to 9. And we've got nothing left except 3 and 1. I'm sorry, 2 and 1, which make 3. And it checks. It was pretty simple, so of course it's going to check. Let's do one more so you know what we're doing 100%. Actually, I'm sure you know what we're doing 100%. But for the two people in the back of the room that haven't been following along, let's get another batch. Not a really big batch. So we're in the 10 millions now, so what's the answer going to be? In which millions? Of course, that's going to carry, so it's going to be in the 100 millions. It's going to be 100 $87,368. I'm sorry, those were millions. 368,848. I was just writing them as I was calling them off. Let's see if we got it right. First of all, let's see if we can get rid of some 9s. Okay, get rid of that 9. 6 and a 3 is 9. 4, 4, and 8 and a 2 is 10, plus 2 4s is 18. It's a multiple of 9. We've only got 4 left, times 2, right? Remember, we were multiplying that times 2, don't forget. 4 times 2 will give us a crunch number of 8. Let's see what we can get rid of here. 1 and 8. A 6 and a 3. This is interesting. A 7, 2 8s, and a 4. Because the 4, if we take 2 out of those, they'll make each of these 9. We'll have 2 left, and that will make this 9. And our final number is 8. The reason I'm doing all this in such great detail is because, also showing the checks, is because you're seeing the extra strategy when doing the checks, like finding a 7, 2 8s, and a 4. And hopefully that'll help you a little bit as you go along. And you can see you can sort of jazz it. You can improvise with what you're doing. So math isn't always, so, quote, factual. Of course it is, but there's many ways to arrive at the facts. Okay. This is only the number 2, right? There's a trick for the number 5 that we'll get to in the next lesson. The other numbers all use the same method. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I use the same method. There are different tricks for all the different numbers, but these two numbers, the 2 multiplying by 2 and multiplying by 5, their tricks are so easy that it doesn't pay not to do them. The tricks for 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 4 aren't quite as easy, so I don't use tricks for them. I use one method for all of the other numbers. Only 2 and 5 do we use a trig method for. And we'll get to the trig method of 5 in the next lesson.